What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about the 4 pillars that support your business and your business growth. Welcome to my channel, HVAC Millionaire. I'm your host, Kelly McKay. Be sure to like this channel, subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell, hit the like button, leave me a comment below. Today we're talking about the 4 pillars that must be in place for your business to not only survive, but to thrive. Real quick, guys, if you have not grabbed your copy of my latest book, the link's in the description. It's a limited time offer. I think it goes away at the end of the month. You're going to get it for basically half price. So click the link in the description, grab your copy today. So today we're going to talk about the foundation of your business. It's really of any business. And we'll start talking about that. And then I'm going to talk about the 4 pillars that support and keep your business not only just surviving, but actually thriving. When it comes to the foundation of a business, so this is the structure of a business. Your business sits up here. In order for that business to get off the ground, and before we can even start building the pillars of the business, we got to have a few things. And some of those things are things like determination. Right? Determination. That's something we all have to have if we're going to actually do this business thing. We got to have some grit. Like if you have no grit and you just give up easily, or when an obstacle shows up for you, you immediately retreat or cower or quit, then business is not going to be for you. You got to be tenacious. You got to have some tenacity. And you got to have some drive. You got to have some ambition. You got to be motivated. Right? You got to have all these things. You got to have values. If your values are not good for the customer, your business is not going to survive. You got to have some character. Like you personally, you got to have a good character quality traits. You got to have a certain behavior, a certain attitude. Experience is always nice. We don't always have experience in business, but the particular business that we're going in, we normally have experience in that particular job or field, which comes with some knowledge. Some people who have no experience might have quite a bit of knowledge, and sometimes they can make it pretty good in business. You got to have focus. It helps to have a dream. I hope that you have a dream and a vision for your business. If you don't have those 2 things, then you're going to struggle in business because it's the foundation. Like your business can't take off without these things. Your thoughts have to stay in check. Running out of room here. Thoughts and beliefs. Beliefs is huge. This is why all of these things I just listed, which is the foundation of a business, those are the things that you get from personal development. That's why every single person, I promise you, every single successful person has some experience or some type of dealings with personal development. The most successful people on YouTube, they're all into personal development. There's a reason for that, because personal development helps you develop all of these things, which are the foundation of being an entrepreneur, of being entrepreneurial. Having that grit, that determination, everything that it takes to actually survive in business. So once you have those things, and you can work on those things, like you may already have a couple of these, right? Like determination. You're determined and you're ambitious. That's great that you have those, but you also need a plan. You need a plan, you need a dream, a vision, you need focus, you need knowledge, experience, attitude. It's got to be in check. Your behaviors, your character, your values. You gotta be self-motivated. Like nobody's here to motivate you when you own a business or decide that you're going to start a business and run a business. So you have to have all these things. Now, some people don't have them all, and that's why they turn to personal development. even if they go out and they start growing a business and start a business, they realize really quickly that they don't have all of this foundation that's required for the business to be supported. So when that happens, they go seek that stuff. They figure it out. They figure out, hey, man, I don't have a plan, right? I keep sitting here believing that it's just not possible for me to grow my business. I got to change that. And you find those things in personal development. That's why all roads lead to personal development. You got to have the foundation in place. Now, once you have that, this is when we can start to put the pillars up, right? And when it comes to building a structure, right? Typically, I mean, you need the walls. You know, the walls have to go up first. That's what this business is going to sit on. So the walls have to be up first. And the first wall is going to be convenience. You have to be convenient to do business with. You got to be able to take credit cards and offer financing, and it could have something to do with your location. Convenience can also be in the type of offers that you offer people. There's a ton of ways that we can make things more convenient for people. We can use a CRM where we email them their bids instead of writing bids, or instead of dealing with paper. You know, that's all ways that can create convenience for the customer. You've got to be available. Like, it's got to be convenient that anytime they call you, you answer the phone. It's things like that. That's one of the walls. Now, the other wall, if this business has any chance at all, is there's got to be some quality behind what you're doing. So quality is the other pillar. It's the other outside wall that must be in place to even begin this structure. I shouldn't have to talk to you too much about quality. I mean, you got to do a good job for your customers, right? And the things that build quality are things like referrals, good reviews. There's all kinds of things. There's just doing good work, having knowledge and experience in the things that you're doing to make sure that you do the right thing. You know, minimal callbacks for your customers. That's all. That all surrounds the pillar of quality. Most people, a lot of times, they will have these up, and they might have some of these down here, but the business just doesn't take off. Like they struggle. So I want to share why that is, because there's two more pillars. The next pillar is perceived value. Perceived value. So perceived value is how are you seen in the public? Like what does it mean, or what do people feel when they see your business? And perceived value I'll give you a couple of examples of what that is. It's just your appearance, for one. Do you have uniforms? Are you clean shaven? Or you don't have to be clean shaven, but do you present yourself as a professional? Do you look professional? Is your uniform professional? Is your brand professional? Is your vehicle professional? A lot of these things don't cost money. I know if you were going to totally rebrand your company, you're going to spend thousands of dollars, but you don't have to have that as long as you are a professional and you act like a professional. You're perceived as a professional. You know, another thing with perceived value is people like to do business with people who are socially, economically responsible, just meaning that if you do good things for the community and you're looking out for the community, you're trying to help this community that you live in be a better place to live by providing a great service and all those things. So there's all different things of perceived value. And then the next thing is fair exchange. Fair exchange is something that I talk about pretty regularly. Fair exchange is when, you know, we've all been taught that it's better to give than receive. And when it comes to business, it's better to give and receive. Because if you just give everything away, you give your heart and soul to your customers, and you're not being compensated for that, then it just creates burnout for you. And you're in despair, like your customers are taken care of, but you're left here in despair. You're broke, exhausted, your family misses you, or they're ready to leave you. And that's because you're not within this fair exchange. There has to be a fair exchange to where the customer gets what they want and you get what you want and need in the business. And all of this sits on top of price. So if this was a structure, price is the cap up here on top of these pillars that hold them all together. When you get all 4 pillars engaged, then you can determine your price. All of these things affect the stability of your business. If your business has legs to stand on, then it's got all of these things. Or some of these things are lacking and we need to improve them. So guys, I hope you watch this video again. Like I'm telling you, this is it. This is what business is. This is what supports your business. This is how you can grow and do the things you want to do in life if you're able to do this. So we've got huge news coming. I'm so freaking excited. We're gonna launch a new membership program. It's super crazy affordable, and I cannot wait to see you in there once it is launched. We're not ready yet, so don't ask me for a link because I don't have it yet. But when we do, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna give you all the training that you need to build all of these pillars, including your foundation. Because once you have those, you're going to be unstoppable. And that's why I make these videos, is because I just love you guys. I've been through incredible pain and sorrow and heartache and frustration and irritation and just being pissed off because I just was struggling so hard to win in my business until I started figuring all this stuff out. And that made me win. And then when we started winning, it attracted other people who wanted to come in and purchase my business, and I sold it. So now all of my focus goes on what I'm most passionate about, which is helping people put these pillars in place so their business can skyrocket. Hope this video helped you guys. Watch it a couple of times. I'm telling you, this is your business. You're missing something if it's not growing, if it's consuming everything within you. And you have no time, no money, no energy left for you, your family, your team, your personal life. It's because you're missing one of these pillars. So I cannot wait to show you what we're going to release here soon. But until then, love you guys. I just don't want to see you suffer. It's nonsense. You don't have to go through what I went through. I want you to get out there and go make money. So we'll talk to you on the next one. Boom.